Hi everyone, I'm Bonita from Pennies to Dollars, and I have some exciting news to share with all of you today. I consider you all my friends. In fact, I have made some very long-lasting, lifetime friendships just from this channel from some of the viewers. Some of you email me, some of you talk to me on the side, and I really appreciate that, and I value your friendship. So that's why I wanted to share this with you first, right after I shared it with my family. Some of you know I have been working towards early retirement. I am 57 right now, almost 58, and this is something I've been working toward for several years, paying off debt, getting things in place, dental, vision, car, house, repairs, all of those things that go into giving you a little bit of security when you take that plunge, including savings. So I have decided to put in my notice at my job. I am super excited about this. A lot of people will talk about being scared of doing this, and I am so excited. It was such a relief to do that. I put in my notice for 2 weeks, and we are going to start wintering in the South. We will keep our home, and it is a frugal home, and we will continue to live frugally from our RV in the winter. And I wanted to share that with you and also take you along for the ride so you can see that dreams can happen. Things can work out the way you want them to work out, and frugality is the path for many of us to build that dream. So I'm not sure if it will be a mini retirement or if it will be a hiatus, as some people say, or a break from working, but I know that I can do it for probably at least a year, and then I will reevaluate then and look at my expenses as I go along, continue to tweak them, and see if I can go even longer. If I need to go back to a part-time job, I'm willing to do that, but I should never have to work a full-time job again. So to answer some of the questions that are probably going through your head, what am I going to do for insurance? Well, in the past, when we didn't have insurance and we ran our own business, we went through what they called physician group programs. They're physicians that get together, build a group of physicians. You pay like a monthly fee. You can get your medicines through them at a discounted rate because they do them right there, most all of the medicines. Once in a while, you'll have to go to a pharmacy to get something they don't have on hand, but that is rare. You will get video chats, texts, calls. If you need to come into the physician office, you can. There's no extra charge for that. And they have agreements with places where you can get x-rays, MRIs, and all of that at a discounted rate. Now, when we had those before, my MRIs, my x-rays, all the things I got through them equaled what the copay ended up being when I had insurance, but I was paying for insurance too. We normally paid about $75 per person, so for me and my husband, and at one point we even had my son on that plan while he was in college in the city that he lived in for $55 a month, and it worked great for him because with his busy college schedule, he could text, he could phone. If he needed to go in there in town, they would see him. They could prepare any antibiotics or anything right there on site, and he could get them for pennies. So that is how we are going to handle having medical care during this gap period. Many of you know that my house that I have in Kansas costs about $299 a month to pay the property taxes, the electricity, the propane, the internet. We will shut off the internet while we're gone. That will lower that expense. Of course, the electricity will be lowered while we're gone, and we won't be using propane during the winter. So all of those costs will be drastically reduced. We're going to be paying about $600 a month plus electricity for our lot rent in our RV park. And so I'm very excited about this. It's very affordable for the short time that we're doing it. And because we're renting it for the time frame that they suggest to get a discount, we're also getting a discount and getting 2 weeks free. We had looked at maybe buying something in a 55 and over retirement park, like a mobile home, but we changed our minds on that with how much property taxes have gone up, with how much housing has gone up, and many people have found themselves backwards on their homes. They maybe bought their homes at the high rate, and now the prices are starting to fall and they can't get back out of it what they paid for it. So all of those things went into our decision to buy the RV that I've shown you in prior videos and use that to live in over the winter months. They call this snowbirding, and I'm super excited because Kansas winters kill my muscle spasms, my joints, all of those things that go into getting older. That is hard on me, especially with us having an older farmhouse that's rather cold and drafty in the winter. And I've never shared this with you, but my dream job has always been just to be a housewife. And you may say, oh my gosh, what is wrong with her? I have had a corporate job. I've been an executive director most of my career. I've always been a manager, a supervisor. I've been a business owner. I've done all of those things that people aspire to in their profession, to say, hey, I've done it. That was never really my goal. When I did all of those things, I enjoyed those jobs. I enjoyed the responsibility that I had, but it was a lot of responsibility. And I did that to put my kids through school while still living frugally. So now that I don't need to have that kind of money coming in anymore, now that my kids are all through college and on their own, I can live even more minimally, and I don't need those types of jobs anymore. I know how to cut expenses at home. I know how to cook from scratch. I know how to stretch things to make things work and finagle things from moving something in the budget from one place, something in the budget to another, and still have savings. My debt is paid off. My car is paid off. So all of those things are already done. My teeth have been repaired. My eyes have been checked. So as I move forward, I only need to worry about gifting at holidays, which many of you know that is important to me. So I will be going through the holidays without a job. Wouldn't that be scary for a lot of people? But I'm not worried about it because, again, that has gone into my budgeting throughout the year to save to be able to gift for Christmas and birthdays. So I'm quitting with a plan. My date is set, and I feel like my time is more valuable than giving it to someone else to work for them at this time. I really need a mental break. Now, I'm not going to take a mental break from you all because you are my friends and I enjoy YouTube. I don't look at it as a job. I don't make enough money for it to be considered a job. And I enjoy sharing things as I do them and as I discover them to help other people save money and live a better life for themselves. And it's so important to have that budget ready and to keep tweaking it as you see things change in your life, because they will. They do change, and that budget needs to change with us. There are areas I will be able to spend less now that I'm not working, less gas for my car, less snacks if I ever purchased anything when I was on the run, because I did have a job where I was in my car running all day, every day. And it got up to like 108 this summer. So it was really hard, even with an ice chest, to keep drinks cool. So I sometimes would have to pick up a drink somewhere. And even then, I used my coupon apps, my restaurant apps, and I usually spent about $1 for that drink. but those things can be cut out of my budget now. Now, I will still treat myself from time to time, but it wouldn't be a every day, every week, every month kind of thing. So our RV serves as our getaway, vacation, backup living plan, if you will. I do still have a few streams of income from investments. And so I will have a little bit of income coming in every month, and I will strive to live as close as I can to that income and supplement it with my savings as I need to in small amounts. I plan to focus on my health where I'm not so exhausted all the time. Some of you know that I have back injuries that were caused by an epidural that went bad for a ruptured disc. Because of that, I have what they call arachnoiditis, where all of my nerves clump together in my lower back. It will cause muscle spasms. It will cause cramps throughout my body. It causes numbness in my lower legs. It causes a whole series of symptoms that change from day to day. And I plan on focusing on my health, getting in better shape, getting stronger, getting more exercise, more sleep, more relaxation, less stress. All of that has to be good for us. There's no other way that it isn't. So I look forward to being able to focus on my health. As you know, when you work a full-time job and you're trying to run a home, it's really hard to focus on your health sometimes. It gets to be pushed to the back burner. It gets to be something that you'll do if you have time, and then you never have time. So I'm going to have the time to focus on that now, including weight loss. So I really hope that you will join me on this journey as we discover together more ways to live out our dreams, live frugally, and have the life that we want without sacrificing anything. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.